Hello, it's been a while. Today I'm bringing you a short workout with the foam roller. Always prefer having a long foam roller. You can do so much more with it. If you've got a short foam roller, you can still do similar exercises, but you're going to want to lie across it rather than along it. If you've got a long foam roller, let's grab it and we're going to lie along it. So always start with your bottom down at the bottom end of your roller. We're going to roll ourselves down. So I'm lucky, I'm quite short, so I can fit on a whole foam roller, but you want to make sure that you've got both, at least the base of your head and your bottom on the foam roller. And we're going to start with the feet at hip width apart. And so we'll take the toes out and bring the heels out. We want to make sure we've got the foam roller running straight the way down the midline of the body, so you should feel it under your spine. Just opening the chest so you've got the shoulders rolled round the foam roller. And we'll inhale, and as we exhale, we'll float one leg up to tabletop. And we'll inhale, and as we exhale, we'll float the other leg up to the tabletop. So we want to make sure we've got knees in line with hips, feet in line with knees, and we're just checking we've still got a nice neutral spine. And we're going to challenge our balance a little bit right from the off. So taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to drop one knee out to the side. We want the other knee to stay nice and still. And we'll squeeze it back in. And we'll take the other knee out to the side. Woo! And back in. So we're going to take just a couple of reps here, just to get our balance going. Always good to work on our balance. Nobody wants to be the wobbly old lady that falls over. So one more on either side. Trying to keep the other knee still. Excellent. All right, so, hips are woken up a little bit, so we're just going to take it with some little single leg stretch. So take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, peel the head and shoulders up off your roller. So you should feel your lower back down to the roller now. So it gives you a really nice piece of feedback to say that yes, you've got your lower back down. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we're going to start to extend the legs. So again, we're challenging balance. We've got an uneven load as one leg extends and then the other. Excellent. Let's take a couple more. Driving the knee in towards the chest, extending the other one out. Perfect. Bring the legs back to tabletop, so put the knees back above. And we're going to take a tabletop to a single straight leg stretch. So take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, extend both legs. Bring them back to tabletop. Exhale, bring them back to tabletop. Swapping sides. Little tuck of the chin. Make sure lower back staying down even as you're extending the legs out. Last one on either side. Perfect. Last one. Perfect. Peel the head and shoulders back down to the mat. Gently let the feet come down. Give your hip flexors a little bit of a break for a moment. They've been holding your legs up for a while. And we'll go back. So we've been moving one leg at a time, and we're going to move into moving both legs at a time. So take a nice deep breath in. Again, float one leg up to tabletop. And bring the other leg up to tabletop as well. So we're going to keep the head and shoulders down on the roller this time. So this time we're going to start with the knees dropped out to the side and the soles of the feet together. So inhale, as we exhale, let's extend the legs away, squeezing the thighs together. And inhale and bring them back in again. So press away with the toes, squeeze the thighs, the calves together, squeeze the heels back in towards the pelvis. Squeeze away. Now we're trying to keep the upper body still on the foam roller, even as the legs extend out and away. Perfect. Let's take two more here. Just a nice wake up for the legs. Super. And it's your last one. And slowly bring one leg down and then the other. Hello, hip flexors. So let's slowly bring ourselves up to seated, and we're going to go across the roll roller. We're going to do some sideline work. So we've been working primarily through hip flexors and the big butt muscles, and we're going to work into the side muscles as well now. So, this is elegant, isn't it? Always elegant, me. So we're going to lie along the foam roller. She might take a little bit of an angle. There we go. Oh, come along now, Jane. Let's see if we can get control here. So, we are lying along the foam roller with the knees stacked up, one on top of the other. Woo. Excellent. Oh, she says falling off. Excellent. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So top arms resting behind the head. Oh, it's good to see me losing the balance, isn't it? Oh, so we're going to squeeze the top leg up and squeeze the top leg down. So as we lift the top leg, we're trying to keep the hips stacked one on top of the other. So this time we're focusing a little bit into these butt muscles here at the side. Oh, and then into the inner thighs. Good. Let's take about, I don't know, 7 of those. You know, whatever. Perfect. All right. Let's take a couple more. Squeezing the thighs shut. So we remember that we are not just letting the top leg drop down. No, 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 no. We are squeezing it shut. Good. Last one. Fabulous. All right. So let's straighten the top leg now. And we're going to squeeze it back. And we're going to squeeze it forward. So we haven't got very much to balance on here. So you are going to probably reduce the range of movement that you would usually work through with a side kick lying. Again, we're not going to take very many of those. So this time, working into the big back butt muscles here and into the hip flexors again. Because hey, they didn't do enough work in the last little block of work. Oh, delightful. Cool. All right, moving forward, last one. You know, I always lose track of how many I've done. I have no idea. 5, 6, who knows? And last one. Super. Now, good news is, of course, you have 2 legs. So we will do the other side. I'm sure you're delighted by that. I know I am. So again, let's swap over. That was elegant, wasn't it? Keeping it real, that's what we're doing here. Keeping it real. Is Pilates always elegant? No, not at all. Not at all. But we do like it to be under control, don't we? Yes. All right, so again, we're lying on the side of the legs. Actually, I've got my body in a slightly different angle this time. That's okay. Let's move it back a bit. Resting up on the elbow, top arm behind the head. Taking a nice deep breath in, squeezing the top leg up and squeezing the top leg down. Now, the delightful bit about doing the second side, I always find, is that your bottom leg is working to stabilize, top leg's working, just working. So when you start to do the second side, the bottom leg that's got to do the stabilization's already worked because it was doing the other side, and then the top leg that's working was already working to stabilize. The second side's always worse. It's just always worse, always. Let's take 3 more here. Last 2. Oh, did I mention I don't like these? And last one. Excellent. All right, let's extend the top leg and we'll take some kicks. So sweeping forward and sweeping back. Now I know I said primarily hip flexor and butt, big butt muscles there, glute max for this exercise, but of course, glute medius, oh, that's holding your leg up the whole time. And it has just done some work. So it's probably already complaining. We don't mind that though, do we? Yes, we do. We do. Oh, let's take 3 more here. Just noticing as well which side feels a little more stable. This side can be a little bit more stable, just saying. And that's the last one. Oh, and we'll roll off the foam roller. Oh, did you enjoy that? I'm not sure I did. But hey, so let's take a little bit of prone action. So, you know, I spend quite a lot of time sitting for my corporate job. So I do quite a lot of work for butt muscles simply because they spend all day just sitting otherwise. So I quite like to do butt work, even if it hurts. So next little exercise we're going to do, we're going to work the whole back line of the body. Again, really excellent thing to do if you sit for a living, because you tend to get a little bit rounded over the back, rounded through the butt muscles. So we're going to start with the elbows out in line with the shoulders, hands flat to the floor. Just spread your fingers out so they're there to absorb the load. Let's think about a really good long straight spine. So reaching the top of the head away from the tailbone, and we're going to extend the legs out as well. So you've just got your big butt muscles there holding your legs out. So we're going to inhale. As we do that, we're going to press down into the floor, extend the spine, extend the elbows. Oh, that feels good. And as we exhale, we'll bend the elbows, and we're using the foam roller as a fulcrum. It's a good word, isn't it? So inhale, squeezing the spine long, pressing the hands down, reaching the legs away. Exhale. Let's squeeze the back muscles to extend the legs, keeping the legs fully extended. Good. I'll take a couple more here. This is one where you might want to have been to the loo beforehand. Taking 2 more. Did I say 2 more before? Oh well, they feel good, so whatever. And we'll make that the last one. So beautiful long straight spine. Drop to your knees. Put your hands onto your foam roller. Let's turn the back the opposite direction. So reach your fingertips away, press your chest down towards the floor. Oh, just turning in the other direction. Lengthening over. Super. All right. Oh, that was fun. So we're going to do a little bit of all fours work before we come on over to seated. So again, we're going to kneel along the roller this time. So if you have got a short foam roller, actually, it doesn't matter whether you've got a short or a long one for this. So let's start by popping one shin on the foam roller. Have a little bit of balance fun here. So tuck your toe to the end of the foam roller. Get your shoulders over your wrists. Actually, maybe I'll start on the other side so you can see what I'm doing. That'd be better, wouldn't it? Yes. Oh, you can see I'm so planful on these, can't you? So we'll extend the other leg away nice and long. So we're always thinking about a long straight spine, keeping the neck in line with the rest of the spine, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, belly button pulled in. Nice big breath in. As we exhale, let's squeeze the leg so it's in a straight line with the spine. And exhale as we bring the leg back down again. So inhale, squeezing it away. Keeping that beautiful alignment all the way through. Good, we'll take 3 more here. Think about reaching the leg away from your center. And we'll take 1 more. Fabulous. All right, that was jolly, wasn't it? Should we do the other side? Yes, why don't we, Jane? Let's do the other side. So this is where you can see whether you've got better balance on one side than the other. So shin along the foam roller, shoulders over wrist, pressing down into the hands, reset everything in your posture, reaching the other leg away. So inhale to prepare. As we exhale, let's squeeze the leg up. And inhale. Now we are consciously squeezing the leg down. We're not simply letting gravity drop the leg down. We're actively, intentionally placing the leg down on the floor. Last 2. And 1 more. Perfect. Oh, that was jolly, wasn't it? Oh, if you want to push yourself back to child's pose again, just give yourself a little reach away. Oh, excellent. All right, well, we're going to take a couple of seated exercises now. We're nearly done. Oh, that's going to nice quick one, isn't it? Just 15-20 minute session just to get the blood moving. Sometimes that's all we need, right? Just a quick session. So we're going to start with the hands behind us. I like to take the fingertips out to the side simply because that stops me overlocking my elbows so I don't hyperextend them. Now let's think about the upper body, shall we? So if you're anything like me and your shoulders naturally roll forward a little bit, let's consciously pull the shoulders back so you've got an engagement through the shoulder blades. We've got the foam roller just under the hips. I'm going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to float one leg up to tabletop and then we're going to float the other leg up to tabletop. So just take a moment to balance here, thinking about the knees over the hips, thinking about the crown of the head reaching away from the tailbone, the belly button in, All right, we're going to extend one leg. So we've got one leg straight, one leg bent. I'm going to take a little toe tap. And then we're going to take a single straight leg stretch. Oh, that's jolly, isn't it? And then we're going to take a little toe tap. And we're going to take a single straight leg stretch. So again, we've got a little bit of an uneven load going. We want to focus on keeping both hips absolutely still on the foam roller. Leg extended away nice and long. Making sure your shoulders are still pulled back. Ooh, a little bit of leg shake going on here. Perfect. All right, let's bend the knees, bring them into the chest, give them a little release, reset, extend the other leg, and let's do it again. So toe tap, straight leg stretch, toe tap, straight leg stretch. How low can we drop the leg? How high can we bring the leg up? We've got 2 more to go. Here's our last one. Oh, I can see we're oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Oh, I keep saying it was fun. It really wasn't. That's okay. So just extend your legs out for a moment. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out. We've got a spine stretch. It's nice. And we're going to come over the foam roller next. Okay, so let's lengthen down the back of the body. So start by planting both your hips on your foam roller. So think about pressing down into the hips, but pressing your hips slightly backwards and pressing your feet forward. And then we're going to grow out of our waist, the crown of the head's reaching up towards the ceiling, arms are reaching forward. Inhale, nod the chin to the chest. And as we exhale, we're going to unravel the spine. Oh, we want to try and keep the lower back stacked over the foam roller all the way until we've unraveled all the rest of the spine. So think about pulling the belly button in, rounding over super hard. Only when you've unravelled the rest of the spine, you're going to unstack the lower part of your back, reaching the arms forward as far as you can go. When you get to bottom, inhale, and as we exhale, we start stacking up, and we start at the bottom. So we get the lower back stacked over the pelvis again, and over the foam roller, and we start stacking the rest of the vertebrae back up again. There is method in my madness as to why we're doing this. Creation of C curve. It will all make sense in a moment. Sometimes you think I actually like planned classes. I know, it's a shocker, isn't it? I actually plan what I'm going to do so it all kind of works. So unravelling. We're thinking about length, we're thinking about feet reaching away, we're thinking about fingertips reaching away. We're using our abdominals to create our C curve. And then we're stacking back up again. Fabulous. And release. Only taking a couple of those just to get ourselves, I say warmed up. I'm already quite warm. So we're going to bring ourselves down onto our backs. And again, it doesn't matter if you've got a short or a long foam roller because you're now lying across the foam roller. So get the foam roller more or less under your pelvis. And we're going to start with the legs directly above the hips. And we're going to cross the ankles, holding onto your foam roller, just so you keep it nice and still. We'll inhale. So that same action we were just doing with our spine stretch, I want you to think about that same action in reverse. So this time you're unraveling your spine from the bottom. So you're letting the weight of your legs peel over the body. So as you start doing that, start pulling the belly button in. As you pull the belly button in, the hips are going to lift up off the foam roller. You're going to peel through your spine. You're going to let the legs come overhead. We're going to uncross. We're going to recross. And we're going to peel back down. So think about that control, your belly button, rounding your spine. Each vertebra coming back down one at a time. Just as you unravelled when you were seated. Controlling your descent. We're going to take the legs up. We're going to circle them, we're going to recross them at the ankles. Once again, we let the rounding of the spine Lift the hips up. Let the weight of the legs drop us over. Uncross, recross, and with control, and getting each vertebra articulated. Uncross, recross, last set. Reaching the legs away from the center. Uncross, recross. Last time down. Trying to come down in a straight line. Ooh. Fabulous. We've only got one more thing to do. So roll the foam roller out from under your bottom. Oh, roll yourself up to seated. Oh. And sitting behind your foam roller with your hands on the floor behind you again. And this time we're going to place the feet on the foam roller. So we're just going to finish with a little bit of stomach action, stomach massage action actually. So starting with the shoulders pulled away from the ears, feet at about hip width apart. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to roll the roller away. So all we want to do, I say all, is extend the legs, but you're going to try and keep your upper body still. And as you inhale, you're going to bend the knees and you're going to bring the foam roller back in towards the bottom, buttocks, bottom. All right, let's go again. Reaching away, trying to extend your knees, trying to keep the upper body still, reaching them away, and back in. And one more time. Perfect. It's your last one. Super. Oh, well, that was it. Well, I think I'll just have a quick stretch, just to stretch out the hip flexors, if nothing else, and we're done. So bring yourself onto the floor with your hips on the foam roller again, and we're going to start by reaching the legs out as far away as possible. So you're going to be in a little bit of a spinal extension, so your back's slightly arched, legs are reaching away, and we're going to pick the left foot up off the floor. We're still keeping the right foot down on the floor, and I want you to think about reaching your right foot as far away from the foam roller as you can, while at the same time pulling the left knee in as close as you can. So you want to keep the foot down, so that's going to give you that stretch through the hip flexor on the right side. And seeing if you can pull the knee in towards the chest. And releasing it down, so we change to the other side. Pull the other knee in. So you're trying to reach the left leg away this time, and you're trying to pull the knee from the right side into your chest. Feeling a great stretch through the hip flexors. And release. Well, my lovelies, that was it. Rolling yourself back up. Hope you enjoyed that little foam roller session. Ooh, do leave me a comment or share with somebody who you think would like this session today. Look forward to seeing you again on my YouTube channel. There are some other classes on here as well, so feel free to have a little look at those as well. I've been Jane, and thank you for watching. Bye.